a simple way to look at it is this: the internal is a reflection of the external, and vice versa. The external is a reflection of the internal. So what's going on inside, you can often see happening outside. And what's happening outside, you can often see happening inside. And how does this make sense? And what does it actually, what do I mean by this? When you look at it, like, every time you have clutter in your mind, there's clutter somewhere outside. There's something that looks a bit messy, disorganized, it's lacking structure, yeah? So every time you've got a problem with clutter, you've got to think, what is it? Where in my life is there some sort of this organization or this functionality, or like what's disturbing me? Once you look at that and you find that, then oftentimes you'll be able to start attacking the problem, you know? And that's what it comes down to. It's as simple as that, but at the same time, solving it does take a bit of time and getting used to, and learning how to put structure in place and routines and making things effective and work for you is quite straightforward. At the same time, the work has to be done. But hey, let's get further into this. What's going on? My name is Christopher Daniels, and in today's video I'm just going to be simply telling you how you can declutter your mind, yeah? So welcome to the Don't Stress, Don't Panic family. If you are new, extremely excited to have you here with us today. So literally, when it comes to mind clutter, yeah, for me personally, I've always been that person that lacks focus, you know? I just want to be doing my own thing, want to be chilling, want to be relaxing. When it comes to doing work, procrastinate, all of that stuff. I know that I need to be doing something productive, but you know, I can't quite get to it. And that's just been me throughout school. You know, school was the worst, sitting on the floor, the carpet, primary school days, this like that. Secondary school, having to do geography and these lessons, I didn't really like that either. You know what I'm saying to you? There's these periods where you have to do these things where you need to stay focused, but the focus is not quite there. And then in adult life, it's like, there's more productive things, there's more that has to be done that's more important, you know, more essential. And still there's all this clutter, there's this fog there. Like, how do I get all of these things done? And that's the question that kept arising for me. And I'm sure that questions are rising for many of you too. So when these questions start to pop up, like, how do I declutter my mind? How do I become more clear on things? What does it come down to? And I'll say the first thing is that, again, the internal is a reflection of the external. And it all comes down to simplicity. Like, when we look at it like this, before we even get into the methods, I'll share this with you. And then I think that this is going to tie that really in to the methods. When it comes to like having systems in place and structures, we look at everything that we do. Like, we go to school, yeah? And when we go to school, there's systems in place, there's a structure, you know? And we go, there's timetables, we know where we're going, we know the lessons. If you're a teacher in a school and you're working there, same time, you know what classes you got, you know what students are gonna be there, you know when your breaks are. And there's a sort of organization, and with that, it's hard for there to be much clutter because there's direction. You know, you're being guided. You know, and think about it like this now. Imagine there was no timetables in school, and you just went to school and like you can do whatever you want. You know, you have to do this many lessons, but you don't know where the classroom is. There's no timetables. You don't know who your teacher is. You know, it's gonna be a mess. You feel what I'm saying to you? And that's what's going on in our minds. There's no organization sometimes. There's no structure. We don't know where we're supposed to be. We don't know when to be thinking about this, when to be thinking about that. Like, there's no priorities in order. And that's what it is. As simple as that. Once we begin to get structure in place and we begin to get more organized, efficiency starts to come from that. We start to work a lot more efficiently because we know what we're doing now, you know, and when we know what we're doing, we start to make magic happen. You know what I'm saying to you? And that's what it comes down to, making that magic happen. You feel me? So, like I said, I'm going to share something with you that's practical that you can actually do. And this is very basic, you know, simple. And that's what it comes down to, that a lot of the things that you have to apply are simple methods, and these simple methods will have a big impact on what's about to happen in your life, what's about to transpire. You got what I'm saying to you? Transpire. You know them ones they are. But yeah, literally, when it comes to creating structure, I always say it starts in the bedroom. You feel what I'm saying? It starts in the bedroom. Yeah, it starts in the bedroom, in your room, and how you start your mornings, you know? That's what it is. Your mornings and your nights are like the most important times of the day. You know what I'm saying to you? And that's what it comes down to. Like I said, me, I've got a very fast mind, very active. I have a lot of thoughts. So when I wake up in the morning, for example, I always make sure I make my bed. Boom, first thing completed. When I get out of bed, I then journal. Yeah, when I journal, you know, like when you wake up and you have so many thoughts and so many things. What should I do today? Da, 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 da. I journal. I begin to journal. Just write down everything, and it helps me to get this sort of clearness. And then after I've written down like whatever's in my mind, it might just be random, just writing it down. And then after that, boom, I set my intention. You know, I set my intention for the day, and once my intention is set for the day, there's this level of clarity. All of the chit chat has come out, and then the intention's set. I know, boom, this is what I'm doing today, and it just brings that level of structure into my day. And by doing that, it's been completely transformative. You feel what I'm saying to you? After that, then I just meditate to calm the mind a little bit, and then I proceed. Bearing in mind, I already know what I'm doing because I would have planned that the night before, you know. If it's a night routine, I would have planned it in the night. But for me personally, I don't like to plan always in the night. I like to plan at the beginning of the week or on a Sunday, plan for the week. And then Sunday, and in the night, I just kind of tweak and touch and just clarify what I am doing, like the little details. So it's always important to have some sort of structure, and that will help with the... with your mind being cluttered, like if your mind is cluttered, also, like knowing what you're wearing like the day before, plan that. You feel what I'm saying to you? When you wake up and know exactly what you're gonna wear the next day. If you're going to the gym, pre-plan that. Your wardrobe, make sure that the t-shirts are here, the trousers are there, the socks are there, your underwear is there, like whatever. You feel what I'm saying to you? Like make things organized. I'm telling you, because everything is so neat, your mind is not going to have to think so much, and everything's organized, and that's how it should be, you know. The external and the internal, like they work hand in hand, just like this. You feel what I'm saying to you? So you see how my hands come together like this? Internal, external, that's how they work together. And once you begin to start applying these things that we're sharing here, especially the main thing, having that morning routine, having that night routine there, making sure things are organized in your space, you know, making sure that there is that level of clarity throughout your day, making sure that you do know what you're doing, and that's the main thing. I'm gonna share this last thing here in terms of like the longer term, yeah? These are things that are going to happen instantly, but what did it all go towards? And another thing like that constantly happens is, this is the same, but it's on a larger scale. It's having clarity on where you're actually going and what you're actually doing and where the journey is leading you towards, especially like if you are, like you have your own business or you work for yourself and you're entrepreneurial and you don't have like somebody, you don't work in like corporate, because if you're corporate, it's more like you climb up the corporate ladder and there's a clear structure. You're in this road and you're going to go to that road and you're going to go there, or like you can see like where you're going to go. But when you're like entrepreneurial, it could be like, am I going to make this amount of money this month to be able to upgrade to here or there, or like you're thinking differently. Your mind's all over the place. Like, you feel like or it can be all over the place. It's not always, but it can be. So with that, you need clarity. Like, what are my goals? Always have like goals and aims, and your goals are it's not necessarily always to hit them, yeah, even though that might sound like, what's the point of setting them if I'm not going to hit them? It's about the journey. It's about like the direction. Okay, this is what I'm aiming for. This is what I'm aiming for. This is what I'm aiming for. And once you know what you're aiming for, it allows you to then break it down again into what actions do you need to take to be able to hit what you're aiming for. You feel what I'm saying to you? And it's just these little things here, these little minute details that will get you to your goals, that will get you that clarity that you need to keep going on a daily basis as well. You feel what I'm saying to you? So that's the main thing, yeah? Don't stress, don't panic. Just make sure that you bring that structure into your life, because that's what you need, and it's about to make a big difference, yeah? If you like this video, make sure that you do leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the future videos, yeah? Take care, and I will be seeing you again very shortly. Blessings.